It was a quiet summer day in the cemetery, but inside Friedrich Hoffmann's heart, a storm was raging. He had come to visit the grave of his only son, who had died a year earlier, when he suddenly noticed a woman in a military uniform standing by the tombstone. She was holding two little boys in her arms, and next to her stood two more identical twins. They looked far too much like his son, and the thought pierced him like a knife. Friedrich was a wealthy yet deeply lonely man. After his son's death, his once grand home had become a museum of memories. He never imagined he would see a strange woman with children at the grave, and the mixture of anger and pain within him erupted into accusations. The woman cried, barely managing to hold the babies while desperately trying to explain herself. She introduced herself as Clara Weber and claimed she was his son's secret wife. According to her, his son had lived a double life and kept his family hidden to protect them. The children, Leon, Matthias, Emil, and Felix, were, she said, his sons. Friedrich froze. He didn't want to believe a single word, but something in her face, in her trembling hands, and in the children's eyes made him pause. He decided to check the truth. For an hour he questioned her about habits, fears, childhood stories, intimate details that only the closest person would know. Clara answered everything. His certainty began to crumble. The next day, he invited her to a private clinic. A DNA test was conducted, and a few days later, the results confirmed the relationship with 98% probability. Friedrich stared at the papers for a long time, feeling something inside him break, and then slowly come back to life. He realized the children standing before him were his grandchildren, the living continuation of the only person he had loved more than life itself. Friedrich invited Clara and the children to his mansion. At first, she was shy and intimidated by the unfamiliar luxury, but gradually, everything changed. The house, once filled with silence, came alive again. Hallways echoed with children's laughter. The garden transformed into a playground, and once more, a family gathered around the large dining table. Clara received support she had never dared to dream of. The children gained a future filled with care and stability, and Friedrich regained the meaning of life that he had lost along with his son. The suffocating loneliness that had haunted him for months simply disappeared. He understood that fate had returned to him what it had taken too soon. Not his son, but a part of him, alive, bright, and unconditionally loved. What an incredible story! Dear friends, let us know in the comments where you're watching this video from. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. There's a lot more interesting content ahead.